All right, this is my first reflection in a few days. It's Monday, June 26th. I feel like since I opened the space to dating and to letting in some of the things that I was restricting, TV, social media, masturbation, pretty much all the things I was restricting. There's been a balancing, there's been an allowing of those things in a way that's kind of like, okay, I brought down the dam a little bit and there was a rush. And so there was a destabilization, which I anticipated. And so, but now there's a leveling out, which feels good. There's a sense of, I went away from those things for a couple of months for the most part, and then bringing them back in, integrating it all, allowing them all to be here, and letting the life force of those things in without the overwhelm, without the slippery, the slippery slope is still definitely there, but integrating it into the game of presence. Did a 4-hour meditation / circling immersion with one of the leaders of Circling Europe yesterday, and that was great. Yeah, so I just feel like I feel renewed in some ways, having put down the quest for enlightenment. But in other ways, what's been interesting about it is not much has changed. There's less judgment towards self in some ways. But in other ways, there's just a very natural, if I'm truly letting go of needing myself to be different, needing this moment to be different, that acceptance of what is includes the part of me that isn't at peace with this moment. It includes the part of me that wants to keep growing. That includes the part of me that rejects a part of this moment. So in some ways, not much has changed. Which, yeah, it'll take some, it'll be a journey. And I am curious to see what the balance looks like. Dating's been interesting. I've gone on just a couple of dates, but just the process of getting on the apps and explaining to people what I'm doing with the Game of Presence project and all of that feels really good in some ways. Like, this is the first time I've really kind of ever done this. Well, obviously the Game of Presence, but with the apps. And in other ways, it's just a little strange, just kind of holding space for it to be whatever it's going to be. Yeah, there's a lot of curiosity there, what that may or may not look like. Yes. Yes.